the button, turn it on, roll out.
We don't have. There's no Phil this week because Phil's away.
Yeah. You know what the best part of that, though, is next week, D-Batch?
What?
Fonzarelli's coming back.
Whoa!
Yeah.
So that means that Phil's going to make an appearance.
That means Phil Spencer will be here in soundboard mode. Hey, shout out to everybody watching this live, by the way, guys. 300 people waiting on us. We do appreciate it. We know we saw you a few days ago, but we said, fuck it. We're back again with the latest on Xbox extended event. And you know what? I am excited as hell for Hot Wheels Forza Horizon. Like, when I watched that back, I was like, holy shit. But we got that and a lot more new details on Starfield and so much more. So, again, guys, we appreciate you for stopping by. Hit the like button. Tell a buddy or two that we're live. We do appreciate you. As we get into some introductions, some shout-outs, and some great topics. We've got D-Batch. How you been, brother?
I'm good, man. Yeah, we're just here on Sunday, so it kind of feels weird. I'm like, did we just fast forward a week? But we do have some things to talk about today. Microsoft had their extended show, and we got good panel of guests this week, so let's get on with it.
We do. We've also got xCloud Tin Dog, brother. How you been? Another week, another RDX.
2 days, another RDX. How you
shit.
doing? So what's up? Happy to be here. We got a lot to talk about. Got to go over the extended showcase, the show, some of the news that popped up. Happy here to have Griggity, great guy. Going to be a good show.
Yes, it very much will. And you sound fantastic, Tim Dog. Actually,
I know,
just got 5 messages about it.
Not on the run.
Yeah, you sound great. Greg, thanks for coming on, brother. Filling in for what was Fonzarelli this week. Obviously, we've had some really cool guests over the last couple of weeks, some developers and stuff. We definitely wanted to get somebody we had on the show in quite a bit. And I got to come to your show soon as well. But thanks for joining Real Deal Xbox Podcast. And welcome back.
Oh, man. Thank you for having me back, man. It's been a while. I think I was on here, was it 2019 or 2020? One of them.
I have no
I'm
idea.
back, man. But thank you for
I know
the
you've
invite,
been here,
man.
though. You've been here, man. It was great.
Yeah.
It's
I
going to be
have
great
been here
now.
before. Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you for the invite, and I'm ready to talk about whatever the extended show we talk about. The show past Sunday, whatever we're going to talk about. I'm ready.
Hey, real quick, big shout out to Rumple Foreskin for the super chat there, buddy. Appreciate it. And again, if you're watching live, guys, tell a friend, tell your mom, and tell her we say hi. As we talk about all the latest topics, we'll do some shout-outs. By the way, we're giving away an Xbox Series X. Yes, a full-on $500 console, courtesy of Dark CMF. The legend, follow him. I've tagged him recently on Twitter, but he's giving away a Series X. The rules of that contest are that you need to be in this chat during the show. You got to hit the like button. And, of course, you got to be subscribed. And he will pick somebody who's active in the chat. So if you want an Xbox Series X, he's already given away some crazy shit in the past. You're getting something good here. Be active in the chat. Let us know your thoughts. And the more active you are, I'm guessing, the more likely you might be able to get picked. That's up to Dark CMF. But he is throwing that out there. I just wanted to say all that real quick because we owe him a lot. Him and Hargeet and a lot of other people that are very, very generous. But I got to give a big shout out here for the patron shout out to Boba Fett Gaming. We got hang on, I think that's new. Sean Gasly. We've also got Reluctant Dodo, Nerdy Meathead. We've also got Boba Fett Gaming, Dub Mobile, Ruben Almighty, Dave Incubus, Ricky Fallon, Potlines, Not Silent, Bad Boy Live, Achievement, Nanopolymaz, Master Oregon, Costanza, KY Bob, Goose 8402, Strike, Khalifa, Assassin Lupa, For an Object, as well as Gab, Quisteo, John Bluebeck, Boss, Deviator X, Real Deal Neil, Suicide King, Tisha, Genie, Guillermo Cavio, All Might, Dark CMF, Alfonso Hogan. Holy shit, that was a lot of names, and I appreciate every single one of you. And just a reminder, again, give away Xbox Series X. Give Dark CMF a thumbs up in the chat for all of that. But we got to talk about the extended showcase today, guys. They had some more stuff to show. As you're seeing on screen, we are bringing it to you now at what is hopefully slightly better quality than what you might have seen it at before. Maybe not, though. We saw some good games there, man. Tim, we saw what is that? Valiant, right? Or Valheim, that's what it was. Coming exclusively to Game Pass?
Yes, exclusively for now for Game Pass. I think it was launched as an exclusive console exclusive, which looked really good. They showed Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Did you see that one?
That's a separate game you're talking about?
Yeah, no, I'm just saying that they showed Valheim, which is a pretty cool game. But I mean, listen, these games are not that big of games. I mean, it's a PC game that was been out for a while. It's pretty popular. But
it's coming to Game Pass early 2023, right? You're talking about
right.
Valheim?
Yeah. But all these games, even the game that caught me was the Texas Chainsaw Massacre one, which is like Friday the 13th type game, but it's originally depicted of the whole entire house. So they have the whole house reconstructed digitally.
Oh, that's
and
cool.
the graphics are really good. I don't know the name of the studio, but that one was really good.
It's Sumo Digital.
Pick up. Yeah,
Yeah,
Sumo.
Digital.
That's like Sumo West, right? Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, that was the big one for me.
Dude, that's legit though. You can imagine, like, I don't know, I don't remember seeing it this morning. I might have been getting a drink or something, but you're walking around this house is the Leatherface, right? And you're finding people to chop and have with a chainsaw. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah.
That's
100%,
crazy.
But it's accurately depicted of the original house. So it's like the original house, the one in the movies that you saw is piece by piece is made accurately depicted. So it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Which, if you've seen the movie, I mean, for me, I'm a big movie guy on that. It's a pretty big deal. And Valheim was one of them. I think there was a couple of others. Do you guys know the others?
I got some stuff written down. I do got to give a real quick update here. Dark CMF, by the way, in the Super Chat says eligibility 1, live in the U.S. 2, be in the chat, hit the like button. 3, enter, hang on a second. Oh, enter the phrase that pays after the entries. So you got to be here and basically watch and then enter the phrase. And he will definitely be updating everybody in a little while. Shout out to Dark CMF and shout out to Prophet saying darkness.
I think he's talking about me.
Stupid.
What's up, Prophet? Hey man, you can't be talking. Hey, Prophet, man, you can't be talking trash on other people's channel, man.
Darkness, Jesus. But hey, we got your shout out to everybody watching live. We appreciate you guys. We are talking about the new Xbox Showcase, Extended Showcase. They just showed Valheim. They started showing Starfield, which, by the way, if you're curious about new Starfield details, Dirt Griggity, we've got the fact that, well, for one, and people will say this is a bad thing. Maybe it is. I don't know. Just up to the chat to let me know. But apparently you cannot land these ships manually on planets like No Man's Sky. You cannot exit the atmosphere like No Man's Sky. They do say that's basically going to be a hidden load screen. Let's just call it what it is. But that's acceptable given the fidelity there. They also do say that there are 4 main cities. They were talking about having up to 30 or 40% bigger, kind of more narrative felt quests and more content than any other Elder Scrolls or Fallout or anything they've ever made before. And they said that main quest alone basically will come out to 30 to 40 hours. This game is looking massive, but what do you think about the fact that the flight will not be interplanetary kind of orbit type stuff?
Well, I mean, who cares? I don't care. I mean, that's just extra development time they had to do. I don't care.
It's not that big a deal, is it?
Yeah, in my opinion, it's not that big of a deal. I know some people might want to say, "Oh no, what is it? I know you can't land it manually." Nobody cares. Nobody cares. I mean, it is what it is. The game looks to be huge. I can't wait to dive in, man. Like whenever it comes out next year. So yeah. Me personally, I don't care.
At the 30 to 40 hours of a single player quest line with 4 major hub cities with the most handcrafted content they've ever done by far. I said it on the last showcase thingy we did a few days ago. This is the biggest game ever made. Even with the 4 major cities or hub areas, think about what an average Fallout or Skyrim map has in terms of massive cities that they're talking about. There's probably 3 or 4 of them, right? But this is obviously galactic wide. And there's opportunities for them to expand that. There's so many empty planets, things to do, things to find. I don't know, man. I'm kind of excited about what they said about all this content in a world, in a universe, really, that is the biggest thing that we've ever seen, D-Batch.
Yeah, man. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit disappointed that you can't like manually land a ship. That would have been a really cool element considering the type of game it is. But at the end of the day, it's really a nitpick if we really want to look at it that way. But I think the content and the level design and the quest levels, I think that's what's more important than landing the ship. And I gotta say, when I first saw Starfield, I was like, okay, cool. Let's see what they're bringing. It's cool new IP. But I'll be the first to say I'm not a fan of Fallout. I don't really play their games. And this game, first of all, I was expecting the graphics to be kind of mid, just from all the leaks and the stuff that we heard. and I was really impressed with the graphics. I was impressed with the gunplay. And if you know anything about me, I love first-person shooters, and it ticked the box there for me. It ticked the box on exploration, over 1,000 planets, and I love sci-fi, so it ticked that box as well. I think this game is going to be huge. I'm really looking forward to this game. So if you were looking forward to this game before, and now you finally got to see Starfield, you got to be over the moon. Because like I said, I was like, okay, whatever, let's see what this is. And now I'm on board. I'm on the hype train, and I'm excited for this game. It's okay that they delayed it a little bit. I'd rather get a nice polished game than a game that has a lot of bugs and issues, and we know they've had that with some of their past games. So I'm excited. I think this is going to be a good game. I don't know all the, I'm going to swear now, all the bullshit that I see online with people posting pics of a blurry screen that is in motion. They lower the resolution. They change the contrast. They smear Vaseline on it. I've even seen one where they cross the eyes on the character.
Oh, I saw that one.
And then they say, oh, this is what we're going to expect from Xbox. But then when you look at the actual screenshot, it looks nothing like that. So that just tells me that people are all up in their feelings. And that's a good thing, because that means that Microsoft is doing something. Like the old saying goes, if you ain't have no haters, you ain't doing nothing. So I'm excited, man.
Hey, chat. What do you think about that? That Microsoft, and look, the comparisons to No Man's Sky. This is No Man's Sky times a million. You know, think of it that way. And the ambitions are certainly far more grand than most every game before it, according to what I've seen. This is something on a different scale, man, and it's only coming to one major console, or two rather, right? Series S and X. This is why we're seeing cross-eyed Starfield guy.
They're upset about it.
I gotta say one thing here. Anyone that's comparing this to No Man's Sky, you are an absolute tool.
I mean, the concepts. Okay, I'm not that big a tool. Come on now.
No, not you. I'm talking about the other people out there. Like, the only thing is that it has, different worlds that you can go to, but the graphics, the gameplay, like, it's a completely different game. So if I don't understand how anyone can be hating on this game. It looked fantastic. I think it's going to be great.
What if this game like was a multiplayer? I guarantee the hate
motherfuckers would be throwing shit like up in the air. Yeah.
100% would be a different. You'd be talking about different.
Didn't PlayStation try to get this as a time exclusive?
Yeah, if this was a time exclusive, honestly, you probably would see. I hate to say it, you'd probably see opposite. The people who are, I think we would call for what it was, but there would be some Xbox guys that were downplaying it because it's a year exclusive. Originally, but yeah, this game's definitely getting the roast. It's getting roasted because of the history of it and things that went on for it. To compare it to No Man's Sky, to me, I think it's a compliment, because originally they said this is exactly what we want. No Man's Sky is amazing. It's going to be the biggest game ever, and it didn't live up to hype. So to me, this is the game that will live up to the hype and be that biggest space game ever. As far as flying up, yeah, I think it would be cool to do that and cool to land, but I can understand being that that would take a lot to, I think, to manually to fly out of the system, to fly out of the planet or whatnot, to do that probably require a ton of work. Whereas I think they show the landing. If you remember on the showcase, if you watch it, you'll see I think it's just like right in the beginning where the ship is landing, and you see the the fire thing coming down, and it's heading down and landing. It's like right at the start. That's probably what it is. You probably fly to a destination. Let's say it's Mars.
Let's just put it like Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. You go to a planet, you decide that you want to go to a planet, and then you land there. But except for you are in charge of flying in between. Like you're just not doing the landing, right?
100%, which to me is minor. But yeah, the No Man's Sky, the people are trying to put it down. The game definitely has a bullseye on its back because it's an exclusive. But the reality is, what I saw, and we watched it in 4K, blown away. I mean, this game is going to be, everything you wanted it to be. I really believe that they're going to nail it. And the time that they have, I think we and you talked about it last night, Dealer. Even if they have to take more time, more than 12 months, Got to get it right. And they need the time because the frame rate's not there yet.
Well, it was in 4K, which is something else I want to cover. People saying that it's going to only run at 4K 30 FPS on Series X. Because of basically a piece of a quote that's saying that we were targeting 4K 30 with Starfield on this showcase and stuff. Guys, it's not going to be difficult to run Starfield at what I think is a 60 FPS if it comes out well optimized. That's not going to be an issue for something like Series X. And, I feel like that's pretty common. So guys are running with it's going to be locked to 30. We don't know that. And a lot of times we hear developers saying they're targeting this or that. There are alternate modes as well. Don't expect 4K 60, especially natively. Right. This is probably the most ambitious game of all time. That's why I say it's the biggest, because it's huge. It's not as big as some others by a square mile. It's got so much content it's like a Bethesda game that actually has a ton of content in it and a real narrative, but it is all just space and exploring and massive. It's just so big in every single way. So that's what I mean by that. Starfield's going to be big, man. It's going to push hardware quite hard. And by the way, we got to give a shout out to almost 1,000 people already watching us live, guys. Thanks for joining us again 2 days later after you gave us your thoughts on the last event. We've got new information from Xbox's extended showcase. And obviously, guys, if you're watching, hit the like button. Tell everybody we're live. We appreciate you on what is this awesome Tuesday, Tim Duggan. We are also talking about, I got a few of these I want to read off, right? Here's a good one right here. I'll get to that. By the way, Splendiferous, he's saying, is dealer being toxic so early in the show? No, I'm not, sir. Polybara says, will Starfield use FSR? If why wouldn't you use it at this point, especially going forward when it's already in the GDK, right? And developers can implement this going forward, especially. FSR will give them a ton of extra performance. We had a developer on the show a few weeks ago that said FSR, or basically the equivalent, we'll not put it as high as DLSS, but close enough, at least in some regards, involving performance. He went from 80 frames to 140 frames, he said, I think, something like that. So you're getting a lot of return on that kind of technology, and that can be put into, obviously at an artificial resolution. Ashtray Gaming, by the way, pretty substantial super chat here, talking about something that a lot of people glossed over. He says, whatever happened to those reveals that didn't happen at Xbox's showcase? Seems like an Xbox error. I want to give Ashtray a shout out, man. Yeah, there was a lot of stuff that nobody from over there predicted correctly. Not one damn thing, actually. So again, I don't know, man. That's pretty weird that no one's really talking about what was predicted wrongly, Tim Dog.
Yeah, I mean, those are what was the ones that supposed things that we were supposed to get? We were supposed to get Banjo,
Gears Collection,
which there's a story to that because I know why that was shot down. I think
we're supposed to get 007.
007. Well, that one. Yeah, that one's
look like most of this has been around forever, and like it's right. 007's been in license flux for like 10 years. Everyone's known about that, but I mean, at the end of the day, I've seen, I don't know why I said that earlier. I have seen a lot of people talking about this, especially in some chats. And I don't know, man, you just got to pay attention to who's saying this shit. And you can't be wrong about like 8 things in a row and expect people to actually take things seriously over there. I just don't understand that. What I will say is that I'm glad that we didn't really bother to go out there and get, as much information as we could. We just sat there, kind of took the event, and we didn't know a lot. Nobody really knew a lot about this event, clearly. And that's how it went down.
I think the difference, hey, Zucker, I'll let you speak in a second. I just wanted to make this point. I think that the thing that you have to consider is that when we're not, some people talk about it like they know it and it's factual and it's like going to happen. We never do that. We don't know listen, nobody knows anything half the time, and predictions are predictions. They're supposed to be fun. But when you get into a point where you're acting like, you definitely have a source, and this is better than this is better to come out than not. You get yourself in a little bit of trouble, in my opinion.
Yeah, and to the stuff Absolutely. That isn't even public is twice as ridiculous as the stuff that's public about all that stuff. It's just kind of silly. But Zalko, we're going over this extended showcase. We were just covering Starfield and some of the things. I don't know if you've been around. You've been working pretty hard today, but They said that it's 30-40% bigger quest lines. They talked about how you couldn't necessarily land and fly the ships out of orbit or into orbit, but in between here and there, you could fly the ship. And then they talked about how it's the biggest game they've ever made by quite a bit, as well as way more content, man. Like, I'm more excited for Starfield after today and those contents. It puts content concerns to rest, in my opinion.
Yeah, and I actually, sorry I was late, guys. Work was just
You fine.
So, yeah, no, I listened to Pete Hines. I was working, I was just like, kind of just had him in the background listening, and yeah, that Starfield like segment was really well done, and I think that the weirdest thing to me is everybody's like, they're making 1,000 planets. They're like, why? I'm like, because it's fucking Bethesda. What do you mean, why? Like, this is what they do. They give you like the most ambitious game that you're going to play right now, right? Like when Oblivion came out, that was a holy shit moment for a lot of people. When Skyrim came out, when Fallout 4 came out, it was like, whoa, these are insane. So that's what I'm expecting is a Bethesda-made game, like
the next generation, but not on a cell phone.
Yeah, like a big next generation game, and it wasn't just the Starfield stuff. Like he went into Elder Scrolls, he went into Fallout 5. Even talking about those like Fallout 5. He went into a lot of stuff where I was like, whoa. Like he's kind of, this is actually like a really well done interview.
He DTF. He came with news.
He did. He's like, I saw all the complaints. Fuck y'all. This is what we doing.
So he did say that they're like he said that they're working Starfield after Elder Scrolls. Fallout 5 is next. Me personally, I thought they were ditching Fallout and handing that off to a different studio, and that they would switch to Starfield and Elder Scrolls. It's kind of weird because now you're going to get 15 years in between games in a period where Todd Howard said he doesn't like the distance in between games. Are they going to hand one of these off to another studio?
Maybe they expand. Maybe they start trusting other game directors to take things on instead of just Todd. You know, like maybe Todd does go into Elder Scrolls and then they trust someone else with Fallout.
And he kind of oversees all three, maybe, and then they got 3 teams working on each one.
Yeah, like something like that. Maybe they have teams working on it where it's like, hey, you know, Starfield's done, so you guys got another 6 to 7 years to work on it while these other guys, like maybe they get into that cadence. But overall, to me, like this showcase was actually pretty cool. Like there was a lot of details in there, a lot of stuff going in there. They talked about the people working on Stalker 2, right? Like that was actually pretty cool. That was great at the end. And it's just all these games that you're sitting there and I enjoyed it. I thought that the interviews were top notch. I thought a couple of the games they talked about looked really cool. A lot of them, like even Flintlock. I don't even know if that was at the extended show, but I saw an interview about the Flintlock game that was shown, and that game looks interesting to me. Like that's one of the top games. I was like, whoa, this is a surprise. So overall, like the extended thing, and you know what? To be honest, I'm not going to even give shit because at least they're saying something. Yeah, at least they're coming out and they're giving us content to talk about on our fucking podcast with everybody that cares. Like the people in chat right now, people that listen to us, we all care about gaming, and at least they're giving us something to talk about and be excited for.
Look,
like
in a way, I like this show better than some of yesterday's, man, because it cut out a lot of the little stuff and it gave me more details on some other shit, which is
even
the first time
Grounded
I've
that
ever
you're
said
showing
this.
right here on screen. Grounded got like a massive little thing, and they're like, yeah, we got this, all this content coming in, and we have some surprises that we didn't want to show because we want people to be surprised when they play the game. And I was like, whoa. I was like, yeah. And then you look at all the content coming to Grounded, and again, it's a game that I guess was in development for a while. Then it had the preview, and now it's been like it's a full-fledged game. I almost feel like this is what Sea of Thieves should have done. They should have been like, this is game preview, and 2 years later be like, here's the full fucking game. Almost, right? Like that's what I feel Grounded is in that same kind of realm. And I understand that we said these games shouldn't really be on the stage when we were talking Wednesday. Like I said personally, like Sea of Thieves, Grounded, Fallout 76, all that shouldn't be on there unless it's a massive update, right? And after looking at everything, I'm like, I get why they're up there because these games are so successful. These games are big, and it does draw a big audience for them. And we might not like go crazy. I do go crazy for Sea of Thieves, but maybe this is the reason why it's up there is because so many people play these.
Yeah. But you know what I'm going to say? I'm going to say, well, leave Minecraft up there forever or get, fucking free to play this or that up there forever. Like, I'm just saying, like, as a fan, there's a reason I gave it the score I gave it, and I wanted to see bigger games there, and I think we all did, but I don't want to go back into that. What
You're justified in it. You're justified in your score, bro. I'm sorry. Like I don't care. Like if nothing was like not nothing. I'm saying if you didn't enjoy it as much as others, that's fine. Just like somebody's justified in calling it a 9. Everybody has their own fucking opinion. It's an opinion. That's what people think. For games that I'm actually going to play, like I know what that's such a weird thing concept.
Yep.
For people that like like for me, like I said, Diablo was the top of the show for me. Like I'm gonna put more hours into Diablo than any other game.
And that's why Jez gave. That's why Jez said. I said you're drunk, sir, because he said this is the best event they ever did. I was like, yeah. I know
no,
Just Corden, and he's like funny, and I know we obviously had a little exchange, and it was fun. But everyone's got their own opinion, man. I'm just trying to remain honest with everyone that supports what I do. And I know that everyone here is trying to do the same thing. Speaking of, wow, I don't care, says, do you think Starfield will have a 60 FPS 1440p performance mode? We just covered that, sir. He says, I hope so, at least 1080p. Don't worry about any of that stuff, man. Like, that game's going to look phenomenal. It's going to run great by the end. At least it should. It will have a 4K 30 ray tracing mode or a 30 ray tracing mode for sure. He says he wishes GoldenEye will release. Hargeet, by the way, says Forza Horizon 5 Premium Edition Global Code. And he's giving these away just in case maybe you're excited for the Hot Wheels DLC that we will talk about soon. And Zach, I don't know what you're doing, but you can help me kind of start from the bottom up here in a minute if you want. But again, like we're all excited for. I'm more excited for Redfield. I'm more excited for Starfield. I'm more excited, especially for the fucking what is the unsung hero to me, because it came out of nowhere and it uppercutted everybody that wasn't paying attention. Forza Motorsport. This game came out and made people that said, "Wow, racing games are boring. It's too hard." They came out and said, "Wow, this shit looks insane, and I'm gonna fucking play it day one." They really did.
It looks incredible, man.
It looks really good. What do you think about Forza Motorsport?
Oh man! So when we saw the trailer, I was like, "Whoa, that looks amazing." And you always think about how Turn 10 did the Forza Motorsport games in 2-year increments. So they obviously had 5 years,
6 years by the time it comes out, just about. Yeah.
Oh, right. 6 years actually. Yeah. So man, it looked absolutely incredible. And was it me or were they talking a little trash? Seemed like they was highlighting vehicle damage, saying that's an essential part of racing. They were talking about in-game ray tracing, some of the things that other games don't have. So I just thought the game looked absolutely incredible. They were showcasing the environment, and yeah, I can't wait for it. I'm not even a big sim racing guy. I'm more of a Forza Horizon guy, but this looks absolutely incredible. And it's next gen only, confirmed, right?
I'm just saying, like, you can't be talking shit when you're just saying facts. So if you're just saying what's going to be in your game and another game doesn't have it, it's not talking shit. It's just like, hey, maybe that other game should step up its fucking game.
Hey, I'm cool with that too.
Hey, don't worry, guys. We'll still try to say, what was that saying? Gran Turismo, don't ever compare it to Gran Turismo. Shut the fuck up with that tweet.
Oh my god.
Forza Motorsport has mopped the fucking ground with that series ever since it's come out, because guess what? Competition, right? They came out and they're like, holy fuck, the physics are real in this game. There's not easy bake oven engines. Like, nobody wants that shit. So they switched over to Forza, and really, a lot of people haven't looked back. Gran Turismo's got the name, right? It's got the brand, but Forza, especially with the addition of Horizon, man, it's the real player. It's the one pushing things. It's the one constantly innovating and getting really, really super, super good scores for the most part.
It has way more cars. Like Gran Turismo should be embarrassed at this point, honestly. It's just lacking in every area. I'll give GT. I'll give it credit for the attention to details, like on the rims and like little nuanced things.
Little shit when you park, right? Yeah,
it's very detailed, but overall, it's not even a better looking game than Forza Horizon 5, which I gotta say once again is an open world racing game. There's no way an open world racing game should look better than a track game.
Church.
It should never happen.
Facts.
GT, it's like the run was done. Like I played that game maybe the first 2 weeks. The grinding to get the cars and all the money they want you to spend. It's just ridiculous. And then Forza came out and the shit all over them. Anyone that's tweeting out that Forza can't compare, like, rub the Vaseline out of your eyes. I don't know. Get your glaucoma checked, because clearly your vision is off.
Deep match. Listen, it's clear these people don't even play games. You understand? Most of these motherfuckers never even played the games, right?
Exactly. Yo, does just GT even ray trace in game? Does it even? Huh?
Yeah, but here's the thing with Forza, I said it before, it's really a matter of content now. They knocked it out of the park in every single way, plus more. Multiple layers of innovation, true generational leap for Forza. And it's hard to make racing games look a ton better than Motorsport 7 and Horizon 5 already do, but Motorsport 2023 just knocked it out of the park in a lot of ways people probably didn't expect. And, just you got to give them credit where it's due, man. Like, they are the ones pushing things, and it's because of them that Gran Turismo will improve, and they really do need to.
It's not even that. Like, for me, like, listen, I'm not like Forza Motorsport. Like, listen, Forza Motorsport, I get everybody's gonna like it. I get you're gonna like it, but I'm not a big race sim. I'm gonna check it out for like the graphic fidelity and all that. But to me, like, The big thing that they showed off, like you said, it was on Sunday, was that real-time pullout, right? Where they were like, here, like we're going out, we're showing you the environment. All I can think of in my head was like, fuck, Fable's on this engine.
Yep.
Like, holy shit, like Fable's on
think
this.
about
And then,
that.
yeah, like I'm like, damn. So
That's what we
what's
said
gonna
on
happen.
Sunday, Griggity.
Yeah, Griggity, what the fuck? And so all that stuff. But then I'm also thinking, like, man, did you guys see the extended look of the Forza Horizon 5 DLC? Like, that looked insane too. It
Bro,
looked
I'm
beautiful.
Hyped. I'm legitimately.
I'm hyped as
Look,
fuck.
clip this all you want, bitch. I'm hyped for Forza Horizon 5 Hot Wheels DLC. Fuck you, okay?
That's right.
Dude, who is
Absolutely.
it?
Well,
It looks
one
incredible.
of the things that I was impressed about, and I had asked, I would ask you, Dealer, and a couple of people, and maybe they can get clarification. But my interpretation of ray tracing on track means that anything on the track, on the gravel or on the track itself, will reflect and reflect real time. Anything off of that track, like let's say there's a
Stuff to the side, left, right.
Stuff to the side, left, right. That will not have ray tracing. That will just be standardized shatters. But that's my interpretation. And to be honest, that's really all you need is on track, because all you have on the track is car, road.
Well, let's think about it, right? Like reflections that most people are talking about ray tracing. We're referring to. They're referring to really when it's raining primarily. That's really when it's going to be hitting. They're also referring to just general reflections, even your own cockpit mirrors and everything, all that stuff, right? On cars, shiny surfaces. But there's also an additional real-time lighting system that is doing the work of everything else off track, right? Highlighting everything, all the trees, and of course, everything you see in front of you. So it might have multiple layers of this kind of innovation. Like it really might be pushing multiple things at the same time, in addition to the damage, in addition to the zoomed in foliage randomly that looked fucking crazy. This thing, that's why I say it's doing so many things on a multi-level basis that it's on track. It's also going to have ray tracing in your mobile club garage HQ, I think. So when you're walking around in the home area, you'll be able to walk around, see your cars on the car lifts and stuff like that. And ray tracing will be in that environment, I think, as well.
Can I just say, can I just say that everybody's making fun of when I said real-time pullout? The chat's just like, Stalker's here with his OnlyFans content.
Real-time pullout.
Real-time pullout, guys. Clip.
The fastest one in the world. Let's get D-Batch, and then, Zachary, if you want to start getting these super chats, man, that'd be awesome.
I got you.
Yeah, I did notice with the ray tracing when they were showing it on Sunday's event, I did notice the trees being reflected on the cars. And it did seem to be in real time. Now, I would probably assume that it'll be at a lower res.
Yeah, obviously.
But I did see it. So I think once you're on the, I don't know. It's hard. I think once you're on the track, anything that's in the view of the cars, I think it's going to be ray traced. Because like I said, I saw some trees being ray traced there. I could see the pavement. I could see the car, and from what I could see, it was accurate. It didn't seem like screen space reflections. So
whatever it was, man. If it's a mixture, if it's whatever the fuck it is, at this point, I just want to play the game. It's already crushed everything technically. You know, I'm just whatever. We know it's going to be a bespoke console version of ray tracing, no matter what. It's not going to be the highest fidelity ever, but it will be ray tracing, and that's what we said they needed to do.
This is the point where they can use those features, where they can use VRS, where they can use FSR to help in these instances for ray tracing and performance.
Yep.
So I think that they will be using a lot of the features, and I hope that they use. I'm pretty sure they're going to use VRS, but I just hope that they use FSR as well, because if they use FSR, we're going to get a pretty high fidelity looking game with ray tracing.
Any studio from
60
Xbox
FPS.
is not using FSR and effectively adding 30, 40, 50% or more to their performance for what is, just sitting there, right? There's no excuse for that. Even Forza Horizon 5 doesn't use any kind of checkerboarding or FSR. If it did, you would have double the performance essentially with a similar image quality. It's just there's a lot of stuff left on the table. We covered that stuff to death. Shout out to over 1,200 people watching this live, guys. Thanks for joining us again 2 days later for our updated opinions on the extended showcase. Zalker, you want to go ahead and get some of these super chats for the people in the chat? Shout out to everybody. If you're listening, hit the like button. Tell a buddy or two we live. You're amazing. And go ahead, Zalker.
Yeah, did you read any of them? Should I start anywhere?
I got to just start at the bottom.
Start from the bottom now. We're here. Now I'll just start with Splendifer says, hey, Splendifer says, is Dealer being toxic so early in the podcast?
Yep.
Yep, he is. We got Paulie Baba, he says, will Starfield use FSR?
We covered that one, yeah.
Okay, there we go. Ashtray Gaming says, whatever happens to the reveals that didn't happen seems like an Xbox error.
That we covered that one.
God fucking. All right, so we got Wow, I don't care.
We
Do
got
you
that
think
one, too.
Starfield? We got that one?
Okay,
All right.
okay.
We got Hargeet.
Danny Passion.
Hold on, I got it. No, because Hargeet, by the way, shout out to Hargeet again. He gives me all of these screenshots, so I don't have to like scroll. So we got Danny Passion Official. I really like the gas price on Redfall.
The gas price on Redfall.
Dude, they were like $3. It was beautiful.
Damn.
He said for those with Game Pass, Forza Horizon 5 premium add-on bundles, and he put that out there. Thanks, Hargeet.
You got to use that code and get Hot Wheels on July 19th.
Ooh, that looks
Yeah.
awesome. That looks amazing.
This is going to be
Yeah, I think it
phenomenal.
is.
We're going to talk about that here in a minute.
Yeah, we got Cloaked Onyx. He says Starfield is similar to Star Citizen rather than No Man's Sky. It is a bummer that seamless flying isn't in Starfield like No Man's Sky, but that's what mods are for.
Ooh-wee.
Ooh, sir, maybe. We got I Grow Fire 67. Rewatching it and show could have easily been 8 to 9 with some editing and swapping with a few of the IPs shown at SGF.
Yeah,
me
yeah.
Dark
It
Tide.
could have been 8 if they had Dark Tide and Callisto Protocol and Modern Warfare, and hell yeah, could have been 8.
I don't get why they didn't have Dark Tide up there. It's like you have it's on Game Pass. Like why would you not want to?
Kigley.
I'll fucking kid.
I
That's
think that honestly, I think that was discussed, but they just they didn't put it in. But it was discussed. I think I think it was like almost there, like very close.
Fuck discussions. Put it up there. Like goddamn, it's
We
like
talked
it's like
about it,
it's,
you know.
Yeah.
it's
Hey,
one of the
put-
it's
put-
like one of the biggest games coming out this year.
Hey, by the way,
still.
speaking of big
Put-
games,
put
I'm
back the
talking
Chainsaw
to.
Massacre up there.
Oh
in
yeah.
my opinion.
Yeah.
that looked great too.
I just want to throw this out there. I was talking to Tim last night, but I'm talking to somebody who might get a pretty big developer on the show. Pretty big, like one of the biggest.
Is it Corey
Nice.
Barlog?
It's Corey Barlock's mustache.
Also, with
I like
Forza, next gen only, and built from the ground up to utilize those studios. So the bullshit that it was going to be cross gen was not real.
Not real.
Nice.
Well, let me go into because I don't want to lose any more of these.
Yeah.
We got Wow, I don't care. He says so hyped for Starfield. I'm playing Oblivion for the 5th time just because it's Bethesda. Going to platinum it on my 3rd profile. Splash
Damn.
with the wetness emoji. I like it. Oblivion's awesome. I think I beat that like 2 times, and Skyrim like 3. I don't know. There's something stupid. Dark CMF says tag me and enter Kojima on Xbox. You have 1 hour. Good luck. Oh my god.
What do you tag him on Twitter and then?
I have no
enter-
idea. That's literally what it says. I don't know. What
Dark
it means.
CMF.
Dark CMF.
I'm guessing
Elaborate,
he
you
means
fuck.
tag him on Twitter, that Dark CMF, and then with the words Kojima on Xbox. If you're struggling with how to spell Kojima, it's Kajami. Next.
Yeah, it's Kojima.
No, shout out to Dark CMF. Follow him. He's giving away Series X, guys.
Yeah, he's good. He's good people. We got RDX, Son of the Fet. Zocker's a fraud. Lol, High on Life. That game, High on Life, is actually one of the top games too, man. That game looks so
Amazing.
good.
Amazing.
Stabby, stab. It's like a fucking stupid little knife. Like, hi, I'm Stabby. It's like, what the fuck?
It's so stupid.
It is. We got Emmanuel A1. Salute to Dirt Griggity.
Emmanuel, what's up, bro?
Yeah.
There you go,
we see
man.
Emmanuel in the chat all the time. Shout out to him.
Yeah, we got J Blaze 9800. He said, Tim, how it looks for 2023, Xbox is getting close to having one AAA game per quarter. Redfall, Starfield, Forza, Stalker 2, etc. The roadmap is starting to take shape, and I have to say this is me talking now, thank you, Blaze, is that by the time Diablo comes out, that might be a first-party release also.
Depends
Damn.
on Activision close.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, depending on the deal.
Depends on
But
if Activision is playing hard.
I
to
looked
get.
at I looked at Diablo 4 and I was like, that's first party now.
Yes, Look, you're not alone. Jez really liked it as well. It's Diablo,
Yeah.
man. I don't know. It looks
looked pretty
quality
good,
though.
yeah.
Don't you fucking talk shit, bro.
It looks
I'll come
quality,
over there.
man. It looks quality.
It's the best. We got Splendiferous. He said, someone lied to me, and say he wasn't doing that wet draws. All right. I don't
Splendiferous.
understand what's happening.
You're the
but-
best, but you're probably drunk, man. Shout out
Yeah,
to you.
we need that real-time pull-out with that one.
What the fuck? And then we got one more.
We got Guess Who 107. I didn't get to watch today's showcase. Did they provide an update on Atomic Heart? Xbox's 12-month list shows it being coming out this year. I know, right? What happened to that game?
It's been updated 2 days ago, like 3 days ago. It is still on slate to come this year.
Don't tease
Yeah.
me. Don't tease me now.
I feel like that's a delay coming. I feel it.
No, I don't know. I mean, they are. I
Here's your
believe,
favorite games, guys. Pentiment.
I believe. I believe they
Show me your
are
ass.
from Ukraine, but I do believe that they had before the war had moved out of the thing. So they are actually they didn't have a real stoppage. That's what I heard. I'm not 100% sure. Obviously, if it gets delayed, we have to understand. But I'm hearing that it's coming this year, and they just came out 2 days ago.
Atomic Heart.
They confirmed the date. So
Hey, I gotta give a shout out to a few people in the chat here, man. Kate, Kizu, Infinite Umbra. We did a podcast not long ago. Me, Mr. Bushido, and KY Bob, man. So many guys in the chat. I want to say thanks to everyone that's checking us out. And again, Tim, you're saying you think Atomic Heart will still come out this year, or you think there's definite delay there?
I'm going to say it's going to come out.
Nice. I hope so, because that game was dope.
Just to be clear, we have no fucking idea, but why not? 50-50 shot.
Speaking of Ukraine, not to jump topics, but I saw the whole presentation of the Stalker developers, and I got to say right now, man, hands off to those guys, what they're going through and how they continue to develop the game. And some of these guys are like developing in the night, and in the daytime they're lending their services, they're volunteering. Some of these guys are on the front lines. Like, it's just crazy what's going on.
I still think it's weird what they're dragging into gaming, if that makes sense. I mean, I miss the days where corporations just sold you video games.
Yeah,
because we got people starving in the fucking streets every day, and we don't hear about that shit on these events.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, this is a game that we're anticipating.
I get it, man, but it seemed forced to me. I just want a gaming event and tell us, hey, our hearts go out to these people, and they do. We got a lot of people listen to the show, especially over there.
I took it differently.
It's just weird to see it on an event. That's all I'm saying.
These guys are human beings. These guys.
No one said they weren't, D-Batch.
Hold on. These guys are developing a game that we're all anticipating, and I think their story deserves to be told, because they haven't abandoned this game. They're still scheduled to release this game. I think it got pushed back to 2023, like the early part. And these guys are developing in the nighttime, in the daytime, going out and volunteering, delivering.
Trust me, I mean, no one's taking away anything from what anyone's doing. That's not what my statement's about. I'm just saying, it's a gaming event. I didn't expect to see something like that there.
I mean, it was kind of savage. There was a guy with like a fucking machine gun. He's like, I'm going to come back and develop after I'm done defending my country, bitch.
There's people over there that are doing some boss ass shit. It was just, my statement is, hey, it was a little weird to see it at a gaming event. And I just would like to escape from some of this sometimes. That's all I'm saying.
I just want to say kudos to the development team for, stay committed to this game and defending your country. And I wish them all the best. And just for that alone, and if this game is a solid game, people should definitely support.
Bro, I'm buying the game just because of what they're doing. Like, even if the game's a fucking 4, like, I'm like, this dude went to work, went and kicked some ass, came back and finished his game. I'm buying the damn game. Rambo made my game. You know what I'm saying?
That's just crazy.
It is crazy, man. It's nuts. And again, our hearts go out to all the people involved. It's absolutely insane. And you know what else is insane? The way that damn game looks right now, even though they're doing all this different stuff, it looks absolutely incredible. Unreal Engine 5 is flexing hard. And I cannot wait to see what this damn game comes out to be, man, because it's quite... I'm not familiar with Stalker 1. So when I saw this one last year, it's part of the reason I gave last year's a 9.2. This game, it looks absolutely phenomenal. You know what else looks phenomenal? Is fucking Hot Wheels, Forza Horizon 5.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, when I saw this, like, it's so stupid because we all knew Forza Horizon 3 was fire. It was fucking amazing. The best one because of the Hot Wheels DLC. And it's just crazy that they pulled it off. And we wanted it in 4. Some of us did anyway because we knew none of the other expansions they weren't going to hit it. So they had to replicate it and improve on it. They did it despite the fact that there's actually a Hot Wheels game out there, which is something I thought might stop it. They came out with this damn announcement, Forza Horizon 5 Hot Wheels DLC with different biomes. They said it looks incredible. They probably made some graphical improvements to the base game, and they've even added like magnet tracks, ice tracks, entire hub. The whole single player is built out for co-op first, so right from the beginning you play co-op. You can basically race and work your way up to the X-Class super fast cars in the game. It's cool how all your stuff's going to go and your cars you tune are going to work on this DLC, and it's just going to be a seamless thing, man. I cannot wait. But Zalker, like you said, you got to actually buy this. It does not come in Game Pass, just to be clear.
Yeah.
You got to buy it. It doesn't come in Game Pass, but honestly, this is because usually Playground Games brings out their expansions like 3 months after, right? Like 3-4 months after, not too far. And this one's coming, 6 to 8 months after. Like that's actually like a pretty big like lead time into making this. And like you said, like after that Hot Wheels game came out, I thought like, wow, after 3, Hot Wheels was like, you know what? We should make a game. That thing sold like crazy. So I didn't think they were going to have another expansion, but holy cow, I'm glad it did because this looks insane. And the Hot Wheels DLC, it's one of the best DLCs I've ever played. I loved it. I loved it. Like I played it a crap. I think I played it more than goddamn 3. Like I just played the DLC. I replayed like everything, and then I played it with buddies, and then went back to it. Like it's just so fun. So at least July we have that, right? Like I'm looking forward to that, like big time, especially in July in the summer where you're kind of chilling sometimes. So yeah, this is one of the biggest things that were announced at the show. I know that sounds weird to say, but it's just exciting. Like it's a feel good type of DLC that we're getting.
What were your thoughts, Dirt?
Absolutely. Yeah, I wholeheartedly agree with Zalker. I was excited when I saw the trailer because, like you mentioned, Diller, Forza Horizon 3, that Hot Wheel DLC was amazing. I did not care for the Lego on Forza Horizon 4. I just couldn't rock out with it. But to see that they're bringing that back, and you said they got different biomes, I don't care that it costs real money. I mean, you do buy games here. So yeah, next month, that's dropping next month. We have that. We have As Dust. Was it Till Dust Falls? As Dust Falls. That game looks incredible to me also. So yeah, that DLC looked pretty damn good, and I can't wait to get my hands
That's
on
all you got for me, Dirt Griggity?
That's
really?
it, man. That's
you
it.
don't
Sorry,
like the
bro.
way the light shines off the tires?
The light shines in the sky, the fall, the smoke.
Hey, look, it looks fire, bro. Like I can't wait to play it.
Ambient inclusion.
It's so weird. Like I said, clip me. I don't even care. Hot Wheels. Like I love the last one. We're gonna have a blast playing this in co-op, provided Forza Horizon 5 gets its shit together and you can actually start connecting. Like I don't know if you guys experienced this, but recently, a couple days ago, we were playing with like Boba Fett, me, and a bunch of guys from Australia, and maybe that's why their internet's always got something going on with it. But to be serious, the servers were having issues. I haven't had many issues today, but hopefully that stuff's ironed out and back in time.
And let me ask you guys, well, first of all, I'm excited for the Hot Wheels expansion. It was obviously the best one from the last Forza Horizon. And I think the resurgent for this is because of the Hot Wheels game. I know you're not a big fan of that game, but that game is so much fun. I really enjoy playing the Hot Wheels game. And to have it back in Forza with way better tracks and the visuals of Forza Horizon 5 and looks like to be improvements is a bonus. But I want to ask the panel, for those of us that got the premium add-ons, are we going to still have to pay for it, or is that part of that?
No, it should be
That's a
part
good
of the
question.
season pass or if you got like the $100 version.
That's a good question. I believe I think I don't know if it's a part of Game Pass.
It's not a part of Game Pass.
Because I got the premium add-on package to play the game like 5 days early, whatever. So like
You're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. I think.
Nice.
okay. Good. Perfect. Yeah. Score.
Nice.
Score.
I don't have to beg on Twitter for a code.
D-Bats, you can fucking buy a goddamn code.
Did you say beg for a code?
They give me free.
These fucking cheap bastards. I'm
You
like,
did
buy
beg
some
for a
games.
code.
Not everything's in Game Pass, people. Hello, you have to fucking buy some games sometimes.
Ooh, speaking of games, not to derail again, but sorry. The other day you were on Twitter and you're like, "Oh, the Quarry! I'm so excited to play it." I'm like, "Yeah, I can't wait to play it." And then I found out it's freaking out now. I freaking bought that thing right away. What an amazing looking game!
Bro.
I'm
It looks so
thoroughly
good.
enjoying it, man. Oh my gosh, man. Sorry.
It's slow as fuck though.
It-
I gotta
yeah, it is.
shout out to Supermassive Games. I'm pretty sure that's who made it, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
the last couple games have gotten slower and slower, and I'm taking naps in between every 30 minutes. You know, I wake up and
You
move
talking about
around.
the Quarry?
Yeah, the Quarry's a little slow,
Yeah,
man.
I've been playing
And
it
House of
also. It's
Ashes
slow.
was kind of slow. Little Hope was kind of slow. I mean, I'd like it to speed up a little bit, but that's just me, man. But the game, you can't take away from what they did with what they have, and
They're beautiful games. Though.
it's the best looking game I've ever played. The
beautiful
Quarry,
games.
it
And
looks
let me tell you, for this to be running on the Series X, looking the way that it does is a feat, because I have it on PC as well. I'm playing it on PC right now. I have a 3090, And yeah, I get relatively over 60, but I got some pretty lows where I hit like 48, 40s. So to have it consistent, it's pretty consistent on the Series X from what I played. I haven't played it that long on there, but it's pretty consistent. And I just think it looks amazing on the console. It's just an amazing looking game, man. If you like these type of games, I just think if you like graphics, honestly, if you're like a graphics whore, this is a no-brainer.
Oh shit.
I mean, is there any action in it? Like I'm talking about, like, do you control that action, or is it like walking simulator, like Ninja Theory?
QTs, buddy.
It's QTs, but you get a gun and stuff. So there's like
when you get a gun, there like you move the cursor around, you got to shoot the guy, and it's one of those games where you try to keep people alive, or you try to get them all killed, and it's very gruesome, and it's got the best graphics you've ever or never seen in your life.
Because I'm not gonna lie, clip me, fraud me, I don't give a flying fuck. But like I'm playing through right now Ninja Theory's new Hellblade, the first one, and I'm just walking. I'm like, all right, like I'm walking.
I told you, gotta get past the first 5 minutes, bitch.
Bro, I'm like 2-3 hours in. I'm like, all right, I'm still fucking walking.
Be killing all kinds of shit by then.
I fought like these little shadow dudes, and then it was like, all right, and then I'm still walking. Like I'm just like, all right, like all right, I'm strutting down this bitch. I'm like, but I'm just, that's just me. I'm a weirdo.
Well, you just keep going, man.
I will keep going, and I'm gonna cry.
You still be a
Keep on.
Keep on. Let me get some of these super chats because it's getting too much. So we got wow, I don't care. Starfield looks good, but it's got nothing on Bug Snacks. These are factual statement.
That's exclusives.
That's exclusive. We got Gbone117. He says we all need to buy that game Stalker.
Yeah, it looks amazing, man.
You.
Definitely buying it.
Game Pass, bitch. No, I'm just joking. We got Gio Walker. He says, good to see Dirt as a guest tonight.
Agreed,
brother.
Look at Dirt.
Now we just got to get him to talk.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead. We got Sampled Toes. I like that name. Does anyone know how to clean the Series X? Mine has a little dust around the rear USB ports. Blow it.
Blow your X, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
Did you hear D? Yeah, blow out.
A real question or?
I know, that's why I'm trolling him. We got Chaos Smite. He says Hot Wheels, Forza, let's go. I give the show a 7.5 to 8 overall. Vast majority of it was games already announced, so it wasn't a surprise excitement. And that is something I brought up before. I said I don't think we're going to be surprised for at least 2 more years. Like everything that we know about wasn't there either. So I think, and then Jeff Keighley even said like, hey, a lot of the games that are going to be shown at my show aren't going to be big surprises because they're games that have been announced. So, I think gameplay might surprise people, but overall, like big announcement, like a Kojima or something like that or whatever, I don't think it's going to happen as often as people think, especially since everybody knows fucking.
Why are you being
everything.
negative?
I'm not being negative. I'm just being real.
Slut.
I am a slut.
All right.
And then Hargeet Chani is a slut too. And he says, are you sure Stalker isn't in Game Pass? I could have sworn it was. It still shows as part of Game Pass in several articles.
Yeah, Stalker is part of Game Pass. I thought we were talking about DLC when we were talking about Forza DLC when we said it wasn't in Game Pass.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then we got Bay Area with the 49er picture. Fuck yeah.
Shit.
Shout out to the panel
Bay
and my
Area.
guy Dirt. That being said, Zocker is a certified fraud. Man, fuck you. I just give you that. And then we got he says, go Dubs. The series ends on Thursday at the Garden. You're fucking right, baby. Warriors all day.
You ain't on the bench, bitch. Calm down.
Bitch, I'm there. I'm cheering. I'm watching Steph Curry score 43.
Hey, he didn't score that shit last game. Fuck.
No,
He
man, they
missed-
shut him down.
yeah.
Last
He took a
And
day off.
they still
Wigan.
won. Get wrecked.
Yeah, they
Wigan
did.
showed up.
They did. We got to give a shout out to 1,300 people watching this live, guys. Thanks for listening to us bicker like bitches. We appreciate it. Hit the like button, and of course, let us know your thoughts. Zachary, you got another one or two here? By the way, Hot
got
Wheels
two, so-
DLC on screen as we read these off.
Yeah, we got a LA Chargers fan. The next 12 months are loaded for Xbox, but the 12 months after that will be even better. I can't help but think of Fable while watching Forza. Did you just say wait for E3, man? Is that what you just told me? Did you tell me to wait another 12 months, bro? I'm not waiting.
You had
I
to
did-
wait.
Gotta wait for E3.
You had to wait.
Listen. I said this before. I talked to Hargit about this. Talked to a bunch of people. 2023 is stacked. I get it. At this point, like for 2023, I don't know where I'm gonna have time to beat all these fucking games. Like really, like especially like Starfield, like that's gonna at least take like 2 months.
They said it's
What I'm
only
trying
30 to 40 hours. They did the opposite of Dying Light.
But I'm just saying, like Dying Light,
500 hours, bitch.
500 hours of nothing.
Yep.
So what I'm saying is that 2022, though, like come on, it could be better. I'm just saying.
I mean, obviously, right? We have literally nothing except for DLC.
Yeah,
but
we
let's
got.
go ahead.
we got Ralph Wilgum, new member. Thank you. Didn't say anything. And then we got Jigga J. He says, "Ask Dirt about noodles." Hey, so what about?
I already
noodles,
know
bro?
about Dirt. He said he likes to slurp on noodles and stuff. It's kind of weird.
Oh,
But
come
I don't
on,
want to
man.
go into all the detail. I'll let him tell you that story one
That's
day.
kind of hot.
Yeah, depending
Definitely
on.
not. Oh man.
Hey, shout out
Definitely
to
not.
shout out to Jigga J. Appreciate your little comment there on the noodles because I was going to talk about that, and appreciate the new membership as well. We're doing game giveaways, by the way, for all channel members and patrons. We got a private Discord where we got an awesome group of guys. We're building up this Discord and try to be in there at least once a day, and I've been pretty successful. So if you want to become a member, join the patron, join the member thing, you'll be able to join the Discord. Whatever the fuck I'm trying to say right now. Let's go ahead and move forward. We do again. How was DC? Looked amazing. Redfall. Did they reveal any new details on Redfall at all? Because it was little bits about Starfield. Was there anything new about Redfield?
I don't remember them saying anything about Red.
No, they talked about it a little. Tim, you take it. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. Go ahead. You might know more than me.
They just basically said it'll be similar to their past games. As you play it, you'll see all the little things that they've implemented in their past games and how it works in this
P. Hines
game.
did say that. Yeah, you're right.
Pete Hines talked about the world building.
Yeah.
That the people at that studio, when you are in a world like I'll be honest, like if you go to play what do you call that game? Dishonored 1 and 2, like you actually feel immersed in that world when you're playing it. And that's exactly
true.
what they're talking about, is those worlds that they built is what they do. Same with Deathloop, and he said that's exactly what's happening in this one. You feel immersed in the big city or open world that you're going to be fighting all these cool things with your friends, but there's also going to be these abilities, and they understand that they want that, and there's some surprises, and that's what I'm looking forward to. Is I want to play all 4 classes, right? All 4 characters have different abilities, and he's like, we hinted at those things, and of course, Arkane is known for that. They're known for having those kind of abilities in their games, like Dishonored had. So he's like, look forward to those, right? Like we hinted at them, and so I can't wait to play that game. It's one of my most anticipated games.
Am I the
I've
only
said
one
that for
that
years.
felt that Redfall looked much better than? I thought it looked much better than I initially thought it was going to look. I thought it looked incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
especially
thought
in
it
4K.
looked really good. I watched it a couple of times, and I had that same feeling. I was impressed with it. I thought, listen, I was listening to the people that were saying that it was going to be Back for Blood, and I was expecting something completely different. So when they showed that, and they showed it's going to have a story, and it's going to be a deep single-player experience, and then they basically say that, you have to be
That's
very
what
happy.
said.
Yep.
Yeah, they
said
basically
today.
said,
Yeah.
so it's, you're going to get, this isn't just going to be, just gun and, go to a safe house to the next portion of the game. You're going to have a full-on story, and it's going to be
it'll be a systems-based gameplay loop and systems-based propelled kind of narrative as well. Like they were talking about Arkane and how they build system-based games. They don't really script games out. Go here or kill enemy number 2, 3. Oh, a thing falls from the sky. Then there's a cutscene. That's a scripted thing that's going to happen no matter how you play it. You got to do those things to activate the next section of the game. Arkane tends to build systems into games like Prey, like it or not.
Right.
And you play around with these systems and build things and kind of navigate your way through the maze. They have a different spin. So they're kind of incorporating that with co-op, and it kind of looks cool.
Yeah, like
cool.
to tackle it any way you want. Like that's what they're trying to say. Like if you remember that one thing about Red Dead Redemption, like it's very scripted, but they're trying to be open world, right? Like if you do a mission, you have to do it that certain way so a cutscene can happen. Like that's what he's talking about, is that where they're completely going to like where it's a system built thing, like Dealer said, where you can tackle any situation any way you want. So that's the type of games I love, and that's what they're going to do. And especially if you have like 3 other buddies, right? So 4 of you doing it, like that just sounds freaking insanely fun. And I think it's a pretty ambitious game. Like they've said it's the biggest game ever that they've made, Arkane's made. And if you look at the report last year, back last summer, they said this might be like a Borderlands almost game, right? Where you get like gear, you get a bunch of stuff. It's an open world. And then the report came out that it's a Back for Blood. So there was conflicting reports. Well, now you can see that the one that talked about Borderlands is a little more true, because it is an open world game with a story.
I think it's unique enough. Like neither of those games do it justice, even though they have their own player and their own following. But it's not quite Borderlands. It's definitely not Back for Bed. It is. It's Redfall. It's an open world. It's got an art style to it. It's 4-player co-op, and it looks like it's kind of a power-driven hero shooter type thing as well. So there's a lot of cool stuff to it. It's co-op. That's what I care about most. Let us know what you care about in the chat. And also, guys, if you haven't considered the like button, let us know your thoughts because we wanted to get some of your thoughts in the show as well. Redfall looking good. Stalker 2 looking phenomenal. Forza DLC. It's DLC, but guess what? It's going to be fucking phenomenal. And also, they did mention these paid demos as well. These demos that are stuck behind Game Pass. I don't care if they're putting money towards that and developers, and I just don't care. I think it's a waste of time. I think it's money they could put other places, and I just don't see. Just release demos. Demos are supposed to convince people to buy product, and it's weird that people are getting paid for demos, and then that stuff's getting put behind Game Pass, and that's not. They're not doing that for free. That cost is going on to something else that we're paying that subscription fee for. Ultimately, I would just say release damn demos early. You don't got to copy Sony here. It's usually never a good idea. And there is a difference. Don't let nobody tell you. I mean, look, there's a slight difference, but it's similar enough that they're both behind paywalls. I just don't give a fuck. Like, why do it? You know, I just don't. I don't think so. Was there any other new details though that they revealed there, or that they talked about that we didn't cover? Starfield, Redfall, Forza, Stalker. They talked about Valheim, right? I think this was called.
Valheim coming as a console exclusive.
Yep,
Man.
Game
Valheim
Pass.
is a massive. Valheim has been on
PC
PC,
game,
I
right?
think, for like about a year, maybe longer. I'm not too sure, but I know a lot of people that play that fucking game, and I don't play. I don't like really
What is it?
survival-esque game.
Oh,
It's a
what kind of-
survival-esque game. Like it's like State of Decay, but like Vikings, but like it's open world, and you just do a bunch of cool shit, and has all this stuff, and you build like you could build castles, like if you get farther enough, right? Like, but you have to survive the environments and survive everything. It's a massive game, and it's like, been in development, but for it to come to console, I was surprised. I was like, oh shit. And if you saw the chat during the live stream, because that's one of the few times I was able to watch it, they were like, Valheim, like no fucking way, like coming to console. And that was like, yeah, dude, they were like, dude, no way. Because that game was one of those kind of like weird diamond in the rough that
heard of
blew
it,
up.
so I'm surprised. How long's it been on
Yeah,
PC?
me either. Never heard of it.
It's been on PC for about a year now, I believe.
PC guys, stop getting in Xbox chat saying Valheim coming to Xbox. It's fucking weird.
Never heard of it in my
secondly,
life.
man.
secondly, look, they had Valheim, but they also had High on Life. This is from the
Oh,
creator of Rick
fuck
and
yeah.
Morty.
Oh.
Again, if you've not played Trover Saves the Universe, T-Pain actually did a song for Trover Saves the Universe. It's not bad. Go check it out. But that game is a lot of fun. It's originally a VR game. This is a full-on first-person shooter with multiple different guns that all have their own personalities. I've never seen anything like this in my life. And I was told that it was 4-player co-op. Is that accurate?
I
Oh,
don't,
no idea.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, chat, let
I
us
don't
know.
think so. I don't
But it
think
looks
so.
incredible. Incredible. I never seen a game where the weapons are just talking shit. I was like, yeah, this is for me.
I need to stab.
I think it's unique. And it's nice that it's in Game Pass. It was, it was kind of a surprise. I mean, the only thing that they have in 2022 is these Game Pass games. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I think they would have been nice to get one of the bigger ones. But, this was a nice surprise. And to me, the game looks good. So
It looks
I
real
wonder,
good.
I wonder how it's going to do.
In October, man, and
October.
it drops in
October, yeah,
October,
this
so
year.
it's something that we get to play. And
That's in Game Pass, right?
yeah, it's Game Pass too.
Ooh,
So it's like a Game Pass for console and PC, and I think even I don't know if it was cloud, but I think it's console and PC
Yeah,
for sure,
cloud,
and cloud. But that game looks so good, man. It's like one of those kind of weird games where you're like, wait, what the hell? Then it's like dropping in 3 months. It's like what? Like I just want to play it now. Like I'm glad I didn't know anything about it, and it looked like when it showed up, I was like laughing the whole time. I was like, dude, I want to play this fucking.
They've been
game.
working on it for like 3 years at least, I think. I mean,
Squanch.
Yeah.
You mean
They
Squanch
also-
Production.
Squanch Games, bitch.
One of the things I don't know if you
Ooh-wee.
have in your notes, dealer, was they had the Halo Fraction game, or the game update where it's going to have Fraction.
A fraction of player base, or what? What do you mean?
No, it's a game mode. No, it's a
Oh,
game
okay.
mode. It's a
Where's the
so
ray
it's
tracing at, Tim?
I don't know. Still no talk about that. I don't know. If that's
Master Chief lost his ray tracing. Where'd it go? Mikey Barr, someone help us.
A lot of people have been asking about it, but they also 3432 did get in trouble today because they had some racial thing that was
What?
on their thing. Yeah, they got in trouble today. You're probably going to read about it tomorrow. Where one of the I guess one of the names of the things that you can get, the emblems, was bonopo or something like that, and it refers to an ape. It's real stupid that they did this, and it's just another bad press.
Was it actually a race thing, or is this just something people are?
No, I think it's pretty bad.
Okay.
You know, I mean,
He's like, nah.
I mean, I gotta see it. I gotta see it. It seems
just,
really weird.
Because they intended. I mean, how the hell do you create that? Like, and then there's no real answer out of that way. So yeah,
You have to send that to the group so we can see that.
Yeah, I will. I'll send it right now. But it's another L for 343. Which just to me, they're just
race tracing.
I've been one of their most.
Did you say it's another L? I mean, at this point, that's what they're fucking living in. So who cares?
No,
leave 343 in the dumpster where they're at.
Give me my fucking co-op, and we'll leave them alone.
I'm sending it right now.
Hey, look, we're kind of begging the question here and just promoting the conversation. Some of you appreciate that and you enjoy that. And we just want to let you know you guys are very special to us, okay? And secondly...
And the other ones that don't think that, fuck you.
And secondly, there's some of y'all that don't think that. And we acknowledge that is different than what we think. And that's okay. We still like you. Well said, right?
Nah, fuck you.
Fuck. Well, seriously, though, let us know your thoughts. Zachary, you want to grab some of these super chats? We got to shout out to all the moderators of the show. Boss Ryan, Lethal Papa, Obi-Wan, Dreadpool, so many other people. I got to make Hargit a mod probably too as well here soon.
You better make Hargit a mod.
I'm just scared of Hargit's power. He's just so, I just don't want him to go crazy with power.
I saw that E3.
No, shout out to Hargit. He's amazing. And also, guys, we just got to say again, thanks for everyone watching the show. Hit the like button, and we got some giveaways. Dark Sea Map giving away an Xbox Series X console. We'll talk about it again towards the end of the show, but follow him, check him out in the chat, and of course, if you're in the chat live active, you could win a Xbox Series X if you apply those rules that were set on Twitter. But yeah, go ahead, Zucker.
All right, yeah, we got the Glitch Doctor. What I learned from the last two E3 shows, if you have to go to the bathroom, wait for Pete Hines to show up, you don't miss anything and you're fucked. God damn, Glitch Doctor.
You won't miss a fucking thing.
He's like, oh, there's Pete Hines, time to go take a shit. All right, man, relax. So we got Hargi, Shawnee. He's got an Elden Ring global code. He just put it out there. Thank you so much, Hargi. We got Risk It. He says, can't wait to play Back for Bed Xbox Edition. I was cautious initially about Redfall, but that's a beautiful game. Don't forget, we got Fire third parties too.
Fire. Yeah, speaking of third parties, man, where the fuck is Harry Potter?
I don't know, dude. December?
Did he see that Wizards of Dumbledore movie and the game died?
Can you not bring that shitty movie up? Like, why you got to bring up the dumbest movie?
Dude, it's the first movie I ever fell asleep in the theater on. I was like, sitting there fucking melting. I was fucking done with that movie before it even started.
Is that how you sleep?
Yeah, it actually is.
Is that how you sleep, you weirdo?
I just wear a fucking pillow on my face and a sleep on my face, and that's how it works.
I like that.
Again, let us know what you think about that weird ass Harry Potter movie that came out, and also where is that Harry Potter game? It's not a Harry Potter game, but you know what I mean. It's a Harry Potter game. And
I'm looking forward to that game, bro. It's gonna take my life. I hope it comes out in December because then I could take some time off.
Where's the talks, man? Where's all the Warner Brothers shit?
I mean, they had a big blowout like a month and a half ago, 2 months ago. They did. It was like 20 minutes long.
Yeah, that's State of Play.
Yeah, no, was it State of Play?
You talking about that like Hogwarts game?
Fatality.
Yeah, the Hogwarts.
That's a State of Play.
State of Play. Yeah.
Fuck.
Damn, get fucked on, Zucker.
Right?
Well,
Goddamn.
Multi-plat, but I think
It's
Sony has
multi-plat, but PlayStation definitely has the marketing. Yeah.
Well, then there you go. That's why I wasn't there. Screw you, Jeff Keighley and Xbox. So we got. Let me go to I have a couple more. We have Garuda Intruda. He says, I traveled interstate to FanFest in Melbourne. The crowd was silent after most trailers, and it was awkward. Xbox still struggling to set expectations. What are you talking about? They didn't get a standing ovation for Pentiment?
Shout out to Garuda Intruda. Shout out to Garuda Intruda, man. He was there. He saw the crowd. Boba in the chat said the same thing. They were there watching a live Astra Gaming, even though he's on his phone half the time, apparently. Nobody really stood up after half this stuff. So next year is going to be fire, though, man. I know I'm not saying wait for E3, but secretly.
Wait for E3, y'all.
Hey, Dylan, clip.
At this point, I don't even give a fuck. Like,
I'm putting you on reset era.
No, fuck reset era.
we got Jedi Knight Peter. Xbox Showcase 2021 on official channel, 2.1 million views. 2023, 3.7 million views and counting. Numbers don't lie. Xbox is on fire. That Stalker 2 Dev Diary was powerful. Thoughts and prayers to everyone in Ukraine.
Yep.
Thank you, Jedi. We got
Jedi's amazing.
Yadani. Yeah, he is. We got Yadani. He says gas prices up, food prices up, mortgage rates up, Halo skin prices up, but PlayStation fanboy analysis videos, anti-Xbox video viewership down bad. Oh,
Did you guys see my tweet where it's like these PlayStation fans are freaking out because Persona was coming to Xbox, and I'm like, look,
Oh my God.
look, PlayStation fans care if Xbox uses Persona more than Xbox guys do. Like, it's that bad, man.
you got to be toxic for it.
It's so toxic. Spinal.
And then we got Spinal. We got Danny Passion Official. He says, HA Capcom Showcase. RE2 doesn't work on FPS mode.
I have mine on FPS mode. It works. What do you mean?
Get fucked.
No, I'm just saying.
I don't know.
By
I
the
don't know
way,
what you
hey,
mean.
all the Resident Evil games, like 2, 3, 7, you can play 8, obviously, enhanced. Like, they apparently have ray tracing, at least for the first 2 of those, and then the FPS mode. I don't know if it's locked. I feel like it's Capcom, and usually what they do is some shit that don't make sense, like when they launched Resident Evil 2 and 3 at much higher resolutions, knowing the frames wouldn't be locked. And it didn't look good for the first week when the analysis came out, but then they patched it right after. Just like we said they could, right? Yeah, I think ray tracing mode in Resident Evil 2 is probably not locked either. So if you have VRS, you might benefit there, but they need to make a resolution patch there and lower it 20%, you know?
Yeah. We got 2 more. We got Johnny No Life Gaming. He says, have you guys considered that modders could fit all the Fallout and Skyrim maps on these barren planets in Starfield? Some modder said that like he's going to do that. He's like, I'm going to put Skyrim's entire game on one planet.
And you could just fly there, fuck
And he's
everything
like,
up.
you can fly there and play it. Like that's literally what they were saying. That like that's like a mission that they're going to try to do.
I'm Space Alvor.
That is freaking awesome. Honestly, I'd fly there and just start shooting those fucking giants that mess me up. Bastards. We got Dreadpool. Damn you all are fast with redeeming these codes. Make sure to thank Hargeet Chani. It's rude to just take them without saying thank you. That drops codes. Yep. Thanks, Hargeet.
And we didn't say it yet this show. We didn't say it yet
Vulture.
this show, but let us know. We usually do say, but let us know if you win these codes, man. Hargeet just dropped another one here, Zalker, about LA.
Oh, the LA show audience loudest moment was Phil showing up on stage, followed by Kojima. Matt Booty told me the studios are also frustrated and want to get things out. Should have a lot next year.
Mm-hmm. It's basically all
Damn.
the same stuff that we were hearing before the showcase. Just unfortunately that some of the more reliable sources on stuff like submitting all games, studios, content, and all that, just stuff didn't work out this year. The 12-month rules what held them back. But next year they'll come out kind of swinging.
Well, and I got to say this: if anybody tries to say it, Hargeet was literally at the show. There's pictures of him there. He's not a fraud.
He had
was there
nipples out,
talking to
man.
Matt Booty. He was, and he was like, twerking everywhere. It was awkward, but you know what? He's awesome.
They said, "You come back for free next time, boy."
He's like, oh yeah. Honestly, I think the 12-month rule too. I kind of want to elaborate on that. I understand that we say they limit themselves, but I really just think they don't want to fucking lock down dates now. I think they're just going to do what.
Didn't they?
I mean, I'm talking about like a year from now, right? Like after like that a year for like all the games they showed, they're like, we know like it's close enough.
Bro.
We've seen it. There's gameplay.
Bro.
I think that they're like, you know what? Don't put anything because Starfield, right? They're like November, year and a half. It's of course it's gonna make it, and of course it's not now. So I think they're just gonna pull a fucking Sony from now on and be like
the window,
2022.
though, right? 12 months. Think about all the stuff they had on that piece of paper where they're like, this is what will make it in 12 months. These are the 8 things that we don't know will make it in 12 months or not. They're so close, but they could go either way. I wonder what, in chat, let me know what you think they had to cut from that 12-month window for that event. I mean, it could have been things like, Hellblade. It could have been things like Bugsnax 2.
Oh.
I need ideas here.
Listen, I'm just saying, I don't think they even know like what's close. I think they're gonna give these developers till the end of the year for some of them might be close enough where they're like, all right, well, you'll have till January to be like, all right, you can come out in November or October. Like I think they're being very cautious and they're gonna stick to this. I think it's gonna be 12-month cadence, and I think like maybe the Game Awards is going to be the place where they show off some crazy stuff, right? Like they'll be like, "Oh, this is a few years away." Like that's what they did. Like look at Perfect Dark, look at freaking Hellblade. All these games they've shown at the Game Awards have been games that are far out. Like that's just what it is.
Yeah,
far out, man.
Far
out, bro.
Hey, shout out to Sean LeBrie. Why the fuck are you not a moderator? You were a mod before. What the? Let me mod you again because I didn't notice him because it wasn't blue there. So I'll add Sean as a mod here. But yeah, shout out to Sean LeBrie, man. We're working on something cool for the
If
future.
you make Hargeet one too, what the fuck's your problem?
Maybe. So shout out to
Pressure
Sean
is
LeBrie. We're
real.
working on something cool. We're gonna have some new stuff going on with the podcast layout. We know that it's become a pretty common layout, so we're gonna change things up and have a little bit of fun with it and bring a lot of really cool production to it. And big shout out to Sean LeBrie because he's awesome. He's the best, coolest guy ever. Ever. So yeah, shout out to everyone watching again. We're gonna go and move forward. Did you get all those, Stalker?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but then more came in.
We'll go and grab
we
those real
got
quick.
we got Fire Shadow. He says IGN just reported that you don't fly from planet to space seamlessly in Starfield. That's an issue.
Hey, we're just now learning about that Fire Shadow.
Yeah, I mean,
No, we actually
we'll
that
see.
was the first thing we talked about on the show almost. But
Yeah.
you probably joined late, brother. Thanks for joining us. We do appreciate you.
Yeah.
Is that it?
We got Splendiferous. Y'all keep crying. So Phil said, "Damn it, no more dates."
Oh fuck.
There it is.
I mean, I'm telling you, that's what it is, bro. I'm literally telling you, that's what it was.
No, I
Like,
think
they're
that
just
they
like,
don't
"Fuck
want
this."
They don't want to put stuff out there. They don't know if they don't know what's going to happen, right? Like Xbox.
Well, that's what I'm
don't wanna
saying.
announce
That's the
stuff that
same
don't
thing.
happen either. They don't want to do that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's the whole thing. Like, why even put that pressure on you? Be like, hey, you got 50 games. Like, because literally, if you look at the list, there's like 50 games coming to like Xbox
Hey,
and
something
Game
Nano
Pass.
pointed out to me. Shout out to Nano Polymath, man. He pointed out that in the post E3 press show picture, the one with all the games there, they put in a bunch of shit that wasn't actually shown at the showcase.
No, Atomic Heart. There's a bunch of games out on there. That Dark Tide was on there. So
Modern Warfare 2 was on there. If you look back
Modern
at that picture,
Warfare
you're like,
2.
that E3 was fire. None of that shit was there.
no,
Yeah.
Gotham Knights is
And
even on
Resident
there.
Evil 4 was on there.
Damn,
Yeah.
that would have been a fire-ass fucking show.
Yeah, and then Gotham Knights on top of it. Like they had a bunch of stuff on there that like was not on the
Why
show.
you
I was
lying
like,
to me, Xbox?
well, they're just trying to show you what's on Xbox, and I think that some of them are marketing deals, maybe, and they're just like, "Yo, this is
Yeah.
going to be there, though."
I mean,
bitch."
100% that's what it's for. It just
Like
it's just
that
weird
Woe
to see.
Lane game. That Woe Lane game. Apparently, they had a marketing deal for the first 2 days of the announcement. They couldn't say it was on PlayStation,
Well,
like because then 2 days later they said it was.
right.
So
Yeah,
there's
that's
little
2-day
intricate things like
exclusivity.
that.
Well, I mean, hey, shout out for them for being just like Phil Harrison in 2013, running around with his head cut off, not knowing what the fuck's happening. Poor Phil Harrison ran off and ran Stadia into the ground as well.
Oh,
Big shout out to my man Phil Harrison.
Stadia.
Yeah,
gotta
you
say
forgot
that.
about that, didn't you, Griggity? I could tell
Yeah,
by
I did,
the
man. Damn, I
noise.
forgot about Stadia.
You're like, wow, I forgot all about that 8K streaming they did.
By the way, what was I gonna say? Did you see the God of War thing about Jaffe was talking about it, and he was like, "I'm hearing blah blah blah" or something like that, like that it might get pushed, and then Corey Barlov
He's
spotted
like,
him and was like, "Huh?" Like literally just went, "What? Wait, what?" Like
Hey,
so, I think it's 2022, man. I think it's coming this year.
Well, I tried to tell Riskit, man. I said, hey, you might want to go back and delete them tweets, Riskit.
Why you gotta kill Risk It for?
No,
You know he risked
No,
it.
no,
It's
Riskit
alright.
said you're going to take it on the chin, man. Respect.
I bet he is.
Okay.
What? I just said I bet he is. Why are you guys
I
laughing?
bet there's some people
Get
in the
your mind
chat
out
that
the
want to let
gutter.
us know their thoughts. We appreciate you guys. Over 1,300 people still watching. Hit the like button. Tell everybody to I stall. And we can go. If that's all of them, I can move forward.
Let me make sure. Target's awesome.
Target's awesome.
Risk it with the $8 Super J says they cut Avowed Hellblade for sure. But what do you think PlayStation is going to come out with after this showcase? Do you think we see God of War soon? Risk it. God damn it. We just killed yourself again. No, I'm just playing. Trying to back
Shout
you
out
up.
to Riskit.
Right, yeah, I think they come out with God of War this year, and they also are bringing, Spider-Man to PC, Spider-Man Miles Morales, and also Last of Us remaster. I mean,
for
Sony's
$70, you're paying more for this one than you did the last time they remastered. It's kind of fucked up.
and you don't get a multiplayer,
No,
bitch.
right. Like mine is a multiplayer.
And no DLC.
It's half a game. It's half a game.
Yeah, the last remaster got the DLC and the multiplayer, and this one they're like, fuck that, rip that shit out of there, just give them a game, and also raise the price.
Yeah.
That's just fire. Welcome to PlayStation.
And it's just the Last of Us 2 graphics.
Which are good.
Confirmed.
Which are good.
Yeah,
They're running 60
absolutely
FPS,
great.
But
Absolutely great. But confirmed by Digital Foundry today, pretty much.
yeah, what they
I
do
like
open
that.
they open their fucking eyes. They're like, oh, it looks very similar, mate. Yeah, I mean,
But it does look great.
It looks
looks great.
really, really good, man. Hey, was there anything announced at this Assassin's Creed celebration thing at all?
Was that your Australian accent, by the way?
Hey, mate.
That was fucking worse than mine.
I don't know, man. You are the king of bad accents and singing.
That's a lie from the devil's butt. I don't wanna hear it.
Assassin's Creed Celebration. What, did they celebrate anything, or is this bullshit again?
They showed a roguelite mode for Valhalla that looked pretty fucking sick, actually.
Did they show a mode that gives the characters some charisma?
Can I just say, by the way, I've been playing the shit out of Valhalla, and I'm struggling getting through that boring ass game. Like, it is like, I think like, oh, it's gonna step up, but fuck, is it boring? There's like no soul. There's no soul in the game. How do you, dude? Compared to Odyssey and Origins,
not even close.
I like Odyssey more, but I enjoy Valhalla also. I put like 1 hours in there.
Yeah, Odyssey's it's fire.
Odyssey's like the best Assassin's Creed game, but like I'm almost debating on just going into the Ragnarok DLC. Like, fuck it, like because I'm just bored. I'm bored with the game. It's like everywhere I go looks the same. It's like there's a castle. Okay, it's like I don't know, man.
Nah, mate. Yeah. So, were you just bitching about Valhalla for like 10 minutes?
I want to cry.
All right, perfect. Because that's Valhalla's
Moving
purpose. It's so damn depressing to play that fucking game. I got to take a Zoloft to get through the rest of it. I think I'm going to actually start over. I'm going to start over on Valhalla. And I know what you're thinking. It's probably not a great idea. Yeah, I mean, I'm like 100 hours in, man. But I'm like, I have no idea what the fuck's happening. I'm playing this Fulgor, or whatever his name is. And I have no fucking idea what's happening. And I got to raid monasteries to build this chick a fucking house at my settlement. I'm just, I want to start it over, man, and just kind of re-immerse myself. That's what I do if I'm too far out on a game. I'll just start it over.
That's what I did, bro. I started it over in I think February, and I've just been playing it ever since. And I'm like, I'm at like level 180 or level 180, wherever the hell. And I'm just like, I'm fucking just sitting there like I'm struggling.
Okay.
I just can't. I beat Chorus and all these other games before it. Like, I just keep going to other games, and Valhalla's sitting there waving at me on my hard drive, like, hi.
He's like, hey, remember those good side quests from Odyssey? Fuck that.
Yeah. Hey, you want to do some cool mythical shit? Not here.
You want to fly in the fucking air with strobe lights everywhere? Here's your new bird that can't even spot stuff.
It doesn't spot anything. I'm like, I haven't used the Raven the whole game. What does it do?
It shows you a bunch of fucking lights in the sky.
Now, that's one thing I have to agree with you on that. The Raven is absolutely useless in Valhalla. It's useless.
But not in the expansion, because you could turn into a Raven and shit. So I'm like, I kind of want to fly.
Oh, shit.
Hey, Mike.
You know? I don't know. We'll see what's up. I'm gonna go back into it.
You know, the best part is in 2 years or whenever, like, let's say you want to play Valhalla, whatever, fuck it, 5 years from now, that game is still going to look good because of the Series X. So, we're getting to those diminishing returns where it's like 5 years from now, that game, Origins, came out in 2017. It is Gen 9 aware and blows away 98% of these full-on Gen 9 enhanced games. I mean, it really does look that good at 60 FPS, man. It looks incredible. But, guys, let us know what you think about Valhalla, Origins, Odyssey, and, of course, the originals. Rank them best to last. How about that? Obviously, let us know your thoughts about the rest of this stuff. There was some stuff at the Keeley show. We did a reaction video on Gaz's channel. It was actually a lot of fun. But Callisto Protocol was something that I am. And by the way, Dark CMF is coming down in the last 5 minutes of the giveaway. Kojima on Xbox. Put it in the chat. Put it in the comments. He is choosing somebody that was here and watching the show. And obviously, hit the like button, subscribe, all that stuff, and follow Dark on Twitter. I'll tag him after the show. I just want to throw that out there again before the end of the show. I'll throw it out once more then, but shout out to Dark for doing so much, man. But again, Callisto Protocol is Dead Space. Yeah, without the lawsuit, like I said, it is Dead Space. It's back, and I wonder if it'll look better than the Dead Space remake. It looks incredible to me. It looks spooky as hell to me. It looks like it's something I'm going to be able to fucking play this year as well, which is massive. December 22nd, I think.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think so.
Nobody
I think
playing
it is. I think I don't think it's.
December.
I thought it was. Was it?
Maybe it's the second.
I thought it was.
I think it's the second. I think it's December 2nd. Yeah.
Well, chat, you just know it's in December, so you can get it from Santa Claus. Or if you're a patron.
It's December 2nd. You're right. I just looked it up.
Gotcha.
Callisto Protocol, December 2nd. That game looked insane, bro.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like it looked so good, but can I just say that there was like 4 other games that fit that like genre? Like legitimately
they weren't on that level. There was Dead Space Junior.
I mean, they weren't on that level, but like Callisto Protocol, I feel like it was like the price is right, except the release date is right. Like,
the price is right,
Dead Space,
bitch.
Dead Space remake comes out January, and it's like Callisto's like, we coming out December.
There's a reason for all this, and it's weird that we got all these space-related games in this area. It is
Right?
kind of
Like,
weird. They've been building these shits for years, and they're all like, "Hey, space time."
At the same time, exactly.
I feel like like 5 developers at the same time were like, you know what hasn't been out for a while? Like something like a Dead Space. And they're all like, great idea, Greg. And then all of them get announced. They're like, fuck you, Greg.
Oh god, Activision's like, "Nah, fuck it. We'll just let this guy go. Build his own studio." Dirt, what do you think about Callisto Protocol? It is Dead Space. It's back. It's more creepy than ever. And guess what? Guys are getting their fucking heads bit in half.
Did you see that kill animation though? We got stuck in that machine and
You got shredded. Fuck. Head
Yeah,
first.
that shit was crazy. No, but of course the game looks great, man. It's made now like the people that's making this game. There are some of the folks from Visceral, right?
The original
The
Dead
ones that
Space
made
creator.
original Dead Space. Yeah. I mean, it's definitely a Dead Space vibe. It's almost exactly as Dead Space, but it looks great, man. It looks
Dead
good.
Space without the lawsuit, man.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. So yeah, and I think it's funny, like you said, Zachary. Yo, we're dropping this damn game a month before you guys. So by the time people going to enjoy our game, then your game is going to come out and nobody's going to care as much. But yeah, it looks incredible. Man, Callisto Protocol. I remember when I first saw the game. We didn't really know what it was going to be. We saw like a CGI trailer, and here we are. So,
When's the first time they showed it off?
I believe it was
10 years ago.
2020? Maybe 2021. The Game Awards, one of those Game Awards shows. They showed it off. It was like, okay, that looks interesting, but we didn't see anything. All you know was that they were in prison. That's the only thing I remember.
Yeah, they say the Callisto Protocol is basically like a dying planet or a dead planet, and it looks like they're in prison. So I'm guessing they are shipping these prisoners off, probably wrongly convicted,
Right.
knowing the story. And he goes there, and they're doing experiments on these prisoners at a dead planet, basically. And it looks like this. Well, I'm not saying this is official. I'm just throwing this shit out there. I'm just saying I think that's what's happening.
I don't want him to be wrongly convicted. I want him to be
I think he is rightly convicted. He's a real fuckface, and they send him off to this planet, and they're doing experiments to the prisoners there. And I think that they're being turned into necromorph cousins, whatever the hell they are. They're close enough, and you got to escape.
Xenomorphs?
No,
what's wrong with you?
Xenomorphs are the fucking aliens from the Aliens movie.
Right, Xenomorph.
Because it looks like an alien movie.
Dead Space they're called necromorphs.
Negomorphs, yeah.
Yeah,
But it definitely looks. It's definitely a strong Dead Space vibe. But hey, I'm there for all of it. Shit looks dope.
Yeah,
it was dope.
Dark Sema, by the way, says no more entries. Closed now. Everybody that was in the chat and said the magic words. You are in the running for an Xbox Series X console, provided you meet the requirements and stuff. We'll do more giveaways and stuff for more territories, and we do appreciate you guys. Again, I'm talking to somebody who might have a massive developer on the show, maybe sooner than later, hopefully. I was debating on saying something because I'm not 100%, but we're definitely, it's not bad odds, I'll tell you that. So that should be a lot of fun. And everyone tuning in, guys, let us know your thoughts. Almost 1,400 people tonight. We do appreciate it. We just talked to you 2 days ago, and here we are. We just can't stay away from each other. Hit the like button if you haven't, and obviously let us know your thoughts, as Zalker's slightly weirded out by my last comment. And obviously, Callisto Project, we can close on that. Keeley, he showed that. He showed Gotham Knights. They showed Dark Tide. I mean, we've talked about some of the stuff here and there. We just, yeah, man, it's a good time to be a gamer. I thought this show today, believe it or not, because of the pacing and because they kind of focused on the bigger stuff, and you got some little information about the size of Starfield, they put some of that stuff to rest. We told people not to expect anything big at this little thing they're going to be doing today. We told people we didn't hear anything big about the showcase on Sunday, and we didn't necessarily have any kind of big expectations, but it came out how it did. But I think this event today, with the additional information on some stuff, along with Hot Wheels, Starfield, and others, I thought I would give it a 0.2 higher than the show Sunday. Because of the pacing. I'm judging the pacing.
Was Diablo at the expanded show?
No, that's why I give it 0.2 higher.
No, then it's lower.
Yeah. Let us know what you thought today's showcase was. I thought it was a 7, and that's about what I expected. So let us know your thoughts. What do you think it was, Zalker?
I got to watch it, man. Remember, I had it in the background, but like all the details I got from just Starfield and Hot Wheels that I listened to and some of the other stuff, I want to go watch the what do you call it? High on Life or whatever game, that one.
Yeah.
I want to see what they talked about with that one. For tentatively I give it about, I don't know, like 7.4 right now. Like, just because I want to listen to what Pete Hines said a lot more, because I was working, so I couldn't really give it like my full attention. So I'm gonna watch that whole thing back. I did see Paris Lily get flown out to like the Smithsonian, which That fucking irritates me because I want to go. I want to see planes. No, I want to go to Smithsonian. So I thought that was really cool. I saw it and I was like, man, that's so cool. Like that place is just cool. And that was just like, I thought that was a pretty cool segment because I'm a history buff, man. I love that.
Hey,
shit.
Javier, you fuck. Hey, well, change your name to Thizpain. Shout out to Thizpain in the chat, man. Shout out to Splendiferous. Shout out to David VGS. Shout out to Quarry. Shout out to you, buddy, as well as Boss Mod Lethal Papo. We got Toolman55. We got Biggie Butters. We've got Hargeet in the chat. He says the Callisto is a moon of Jupiter. I did not hear that, but it's close enough, Hargeet. You know, you got to give me some props, buddy. I didn't Google nothing.
Yeah.
No, but
it
does sound cool, dude.
Let me get these last ones. We got Riskitty says Last of Us is a excuse me. Last of Us is a remake. Suck it.
Excuse me, little baby bitch ass burp. Hey, go
I
ahead.
try to hold it back, and so then we got Hargeet Chani. Speaking of AC, the 15 years of AC stream announced DLC for all of the AC games. No details on the DLC either. Sigh.
No, DLC for all
know.
AC games. What do you mean, sir?
I have no idea what he means.
Do you
I
mean
think
like
maybe they have a
we're
couple
updating
things.
Assassin's Creed 1? Like, what do you mean?
I hope so.
Now, we
Shit.
do know that their next game is like a combination of a bunch of the different AC games. So maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know. But yeah, they will definitely be announcing something big with Assassin's Creed Infinite in the next like year, I would say.
I thought it was Assassin's Creed. There's two. There's Assassin's Creed Infinite, but it's a lot farther out than people think. And then there's the Assassin's Creed Rift.
Which one
That's
is that?
coming out. Rift is the standalone one. Like they're making a smaller, more
Oh, an
like it's a
actual
full
Assassin's Creed game?
Yeah, they're making it like they're going back kind of to the roots, and they're going to make it a little bit smaller, but it's still going to be obviously like a full Assassin's Creed game. But they're not going to make it like I guess big open world. There's a lot of rumors going
like
around
Unity,
about it.
like it's gonna be like those type of games.
Yeah, kind of like Unity or Syndicate.
Unity was dope to me.
And it might be like I forgot where it was going to be. I don't know the city. I forgot. I think like somewhere in the Middle East maybe, because if you look at Bassin, the guy from I forgot his name, the guy from Valhalla, he was supposedly going to be the main character, but I think they switched it to someone else. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We also got E.G. Kente. He says, "What do y'all think about Joel's bed downgrade on the Last of Us remake?" Lol.
Oh,
Damn, I'm not looking at Joel's bed. I'm not looking at Joel's bed.
he said his bed.
I'm looking.
I don't know.
Hey, man, are you surprised, guys? We're looking at 4K horse balls in Red Dead. Let's just be honest.
I mean, that's what Fonz loved most about
Fonz
that
was
game.
like, look at these testicles shrink.
Jesus Christ, look at the tessellation on these testicles.
Yeah, it was kind of weird, man. You remember that? I know Griggity messaged me. He's like, bro, look at the Xbox One X version of these balls. I was like, bro, what are you doing?
Hey, I was hacked.
I was hacked.
That's a good recovery because he didn't actually do that, but that'd be pretty weird and fucked up.
I like that. Then we got last one. Hargeet Capcom show was okay. Resident Evil Village now has a third-person mode, some DLC.
Yes.
Hey, is
I
that
actually
out
like
right
that
now, though?
Capcom
Is that
show.
out?
No. This I think October. This October.
That's what I thought.
But they
I'm waiting
did
to play it then.
update. What they did add like this current generation update for Resident Evil 2, 3, and 7. That's
and
out
a
now.
Sequel.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
a sequel coming.
Yep. Resident
yeah.
Evil 4. You've got the
Capcom's
Callisto
killing
Protocol this year. You've got Resident Evil 4. You've got Street Fighter 6. You've got what else is coming out in the net? They showed some other shit like Diablo. They showed Redfall. They showed
for
Starfield.
Resident Evil Village. A big
Yeah.
expansion for that.
There's a ton of stuff coming out in the next year, man. Let us know what you guys are going to play. We're getting out of here. We're going to go play some games, eat some food, and do stuff humans do and whatnot. Griggity, thanks for joining me, man. It was good having you on the show again. And, of course, guys, big shout out to everyone who checked out the show. I say it again. Follow Dark CMF. If you want to know who the winner is on Twitter, I'll tag him in my post-show tweet just to say it one more time because I appreciate what he's done so much. Him and Hargeet, you guys are amazing. Yeah, I would definitely tag him. But shout out to the almost 1,400 people that watched tonight, guys. Hit the like button if you haven't. Tell a buddy or two about the show and tell Griggity, that you'd like to follow him and he should tell you where he's at and what he's been playing.
Yeah, man. So check out my channel, Dirk Griggity. We have a podcast on Monday evenings called WBZ Xbox Podcast, and I will admit we do talk a lot of shit. We have a lot of fun. So just stop by and say what's up. Dilla, do you mind if I put my channel link in the chat, sir?
You can try. I don't know if it'll allow you.
It won't let me.
But I
Okay.
will have a moderator do it if it does
thank
not
you.
work.
Okay, let me try it. Yeah, so just come stop by. I also do my normal little videos and things like that. So we have a lot of fun over there. And at the moment, I am playing the Quarry. it's okay. Like one of my characters just died.
It's okay. I keep
upset.
dying.
Spoilers.
That POS. So yeah, he just died. But so far it's okay. I recently finished all of the I finished Man of Medan, Little Hope, and House of Ashes back to back to back. You were right. House of Ashes was the worst one for me.
It looked fucking crazy though, bro.
It did look
up
good,
until the Quarry.
Yeah, but the Quarry looks incredible. Oh yeah, you're right. The link doesn't work.
hey, Lethal, go to Griggity's channel and link that in the chat, and then link it in a comment in the comment section as well, brother. Appreciate you.
Yeah. So yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate the invite, guys, and I have fun. Thanks, man.
Of course, man. Check out Griggity. He's tagged in my last tweet. He'll be tagged in my next one. Follow him on Twitter. D-Batch, you didn't say shit. You was back in the background cleaning your feet with your mouth and stuff. But what are your thoughts on where people find you, and what have you been playing, buddy?
You can find me, of course, on YouTube at D-Batch, on Twitter at D_Batch. And I'm playing the Quarry, man. After the show, I'm going to grab some food, and I'm probably going to play it till like 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm really enjoying that game. It is a must-buy. Yeah, it has some slow parts, but it's a good game, man. Grab it.
I like it so far.
And you can find D-Batch at D-Batch. Also, you can find xCloud Tim Dog right here, so he can tell you where you can find him and what he's been playing.
I've been playing Madden franchise. I'm on my 3rd season. I was playing the last night with you.
One of your guys got injured last night.
Yeah.
Tell the people what happened, Tim.
No, he got injured on the last game of the season, but luckily he's coming back for the Super Bowl. But been playing that. Played Mafia 3 last night. It's a really good game, but I think what turned me off was what we talked about last night. Kind of repetitive. They just kind of just the same stuff over and over. But it does have a kind of like a cool storyline.
The story's great.
And it is a cool. So I'm into that. Probably gonna finish that up. Can find me on Twitter, xCloud Tim Dog, and I think I'm on your show, Griggity, right?
This upcoming Monday, absolutely, man.
So you see me there. Tune in there. Always a fun. We always have laughs there. Griggity is a great person, great panel member, a panelist, and just overall just a good person.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
But anytime. But good show. Xbox. We'll see what they do. It's been kind of a crazy week. Always a lot to talk about, but it's good that we could all come here and just give our opinions and stuff like that. I think it's definitely cool stuff. And,
we were playing Forza last night too, man.
Yeah, Forza. It was just honestly, I was like, what the hell's going on? Did they do adopted? The
game looks phenomenal.
Game is just absolutely gorgeous, and Forza Horizon, that Hot Wheels thing is going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, just hit me up on Twitter, and I gotta get going now. But great show, guys. Yeah.
Shout out to you, Tim Paul, Tim Dog. Got to shout out again to Mods, Crazy Louie, not MBG. Shout out to not MBG, man. You're so much smarter than MBG. And then the Sosa, the Crazy Louie Gaming. Got to shout out to you, John 9070i. Not to MBG again, Jason, as well as Bone Slave, and everybody in the Discord. Yo, Donnie, shout out to you, man. Jedi Knight, Peter, Risky for the Biscuit, Boba Fett, obviously, all the people at Power Show. Not for you, there is no show. And that's why Zalker has to tell you what he's been playing, where you can find him.
What's up, everybody? Yeah, you guys can find me on Twitter, Zalker87, YouTube Zalker87. You know what it is. I've been playing a shit ton of Chorus. I beat that whole game in like 3 days. I got like almost 800 achievement points. A lot of fun. Probably put like 25 hours into that, 30 hours. It's a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. It started off really slow, but as you go on and get more abilities and kind of move around, you're doing some crazy cool fucking shit in there. And there's some epic space battles, and really enjoyed that game. The story was whatever, but I enjoyed it.
Is that Lara Croft, the voice actress?
Bro, it is very similar,
like
and it might be. It does sound like you mentioned that to me. Then I just turned it off mute, and I was like, oh yeah,
turned it off mute.
So I literally played that game with like music playing and just shooting shit in the sky. Like I was just having fun, man.
Jeez, you checked out. You're like, fucking achievements.
No, I just played the hell out of it, and it was a lot of fun. But Doom Eternal also, I've been playing through the Ancient Gods Part 1, the DLC, which I have to say is a lot harder than the game, like the regular game. It is so intense, like to the point where I'll do like 3 encounters, then I'm like sitting there, I'm like, I need a break. Like, fuck. Like, it's just it doesn't stop. Like, god damn, that was hard. So I've been playing a bunch of that and having fun with that. And of course, Apex Legends and a bunch of other stuff that I enjoy. Started playing League of Legends a little bit.
Boyfriend
with
Dungeon.
a couple of buds. Boyfriend Dungeon with what's his face?
Gaming Forte.
Got me all the achievements. Gaming Forte got me all them achievements.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's it. And glad. Sorry I was late. Glad I came. Work was just a bitch today. Chat, thanks for being awesome. And hopefully Xbox has some games in 2022. Fuck.
Rejected. Hey, follow me at dealer_gaming on Twitter, where I've been much more active lately, trying to post, anytime that's the rule of Twitter, just post about shit. And, fuck, I don't know. Apparently, I've just never been good at it. So I'm trying harder. I'm in the Discord. I'm on Xbox Live at /dealer_II. And, of course, here on YouTube, uploading videos. I'll probably have a video out in a couple days. I don't know. But what I do know is that, again, we appreciate you guys checking out the show. If not for you, there is no show. I said it a million times because I mean it. Let us know your thoughts. Obviously, share this bitch out and do what you guys do best. And we'll see you next week. Shout out to Dark CMF, who does have a super chat, Zalker, if you want to jump on that real quick.
Yeah, I got Hargeet, who's awesome. We got Riskit. He says, will you guys be going back to play Resident Evil games? That update looks sexual.
Already started.
Thank you. And then we got, sorry, buddy, we got to get to the big one. We got Dark CMF says, winners are decided. Check my Twitter to see them, as the super chat formatting is being difficult right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There you go.
Yep, like I said, that's why I'm saying Paul, Dark CMF. That's the best place for all the details. And shout out to everyone that contributes to the show and do what you guys do. Become a patron or channel member right now to get access to the Discord links, a private link. A lot of cool people in there, developers, executives, stuff like that. And even when they're not online, they're online, if you know what I'm saying. I get messages from them about some of the funny stuff you guys are talking about. And again, guys, you guys are awesome. We will see you guys on the next episode. We're out.
Later, everybody. Thanks for being here.
Peace out. Peace out.
Peace.
Remember, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredders this week.